Hello people in that house out there, and I hope you're all doing well. So I just want to talk about this. This in the last 2 or 3 months has become a big craze with young people, and a lot of this has been thrown on the roads and thrown into ditches and things like that. And this is nitro oxide, and you wonder what that is, and people be saying what's that, or even silver bullets. That's the called too. And this is kind of an industry. It's used for medical purposes too. And you can inhale it. I suppose you can use that word. Young people do it. It does when you do inhale it. It causes giddiness. It causes you to laugh, funny faces, things like that. But it is very very dangerous. I went up and that's why I'm talking about it because the council have given us a leaflet on how dangerous it is and everything like that to the human body and things like that for for people in the council to know about it. This is obviously been going on for the last 6 months. Has been the craze, but it's only now we're really get to know the full extent of how harmful it is. And that's why I'm here. I'm just here straight away. I found a few on the bypass myself. I found 3 or 4 of them. I thought they were industrial. I don't think they were used for that purpose. I think they were just industrial waste. In other words, I'm not too sure. The one tested. I documented them. Obviously, I documented there was 6 of them found. That's how many I found, but I documented them. They didn't seem to be used. They seem to just be industrial. But yeah, I documented them. It doesn't seem like they were used, and I just But onwards to what I'm talking about. These are very dangerous. I'm saying this straight to young people. You might think it's great having a bit of laugh, but it does cause amnesia. You to forget things and things like that. It does cause that. It does cause dizziness. And it's not really water, and it's a very very silly thing to do, and then to throw them into the side of the ditch or under the road. Very very silly thing to do. I wouldn't do it, and as simple as that. And the biggest thing, as I went, there's 3 pages of an article. The captain said this. It doesn't cause harm to you straight away. In a few years it will. And that's putting it straight. Your lungs, it's not good for your lungs. This is used for industrial purposes. It's used for I don't know what it's used for industrial. It says on it, but I don't know much about industrialization. But they are used for industrial medical purposes. They're not used for recreational uses. These are dangerous. They are dangerous for your lungs. Your lungs will be the worst affected out of everything. And this happens over a few years. If you keep using it, if you use it once, maybe you might not have much harm. But if you use it like this, one case I think down the country, as I mentioned, that somebody was using them and threw them out into the backyard of his backyard. Just left them there, and I think the council picked up 120, 130, something like that, of them because people were complaining about them out of them. On the side of his on the back in the back garden of his house. And they don't look nice. And it was a decent for whatever nitro oxide. They don't look nice. They really don't look nice. They look very very they do look very very harmful for looking at them. I know myself when looking at 6 of them. They don't look like the best thing you want to have around you. So we understand that people, young people especially, it's not water. It does cause harm to your lungs, and I wouldn't be talking about it. I might as well say it straight. I wouldn't be, if it was no harm, I wouldn't say anything about it. Suppose if it was no harm to anybody, I wouldn't say anything, but it is harm. I'm reading that article, and this, what it's saying, these people are doctors. This person, the council got the advice from, is a doctor for the last 40 years, and obviously they have they have more of an idea than I would about the damages to the human body by this thing. They would know a lot more, and I'm sure we would agree that somebody that's a doctor 40 years, they've seen their fair share of things. And I'm just going, and I trust that doctor because obviously that doctor's a long time doing what she's doing and she knows what she's talking about. And it is harmful because these are used for industrial purposes. So I'm just saying to people, don't be using them. Simple as, and don't be throwing them around. Tom, Dick and Harry's houses. And don't be throwing them out in the road or anything like that. Just don't stay away from them. Simple as that, stay away from them. There's no need to have them. There's just no need to have them at all. There's no need to be using them at all. It just don't have them at all. That's really the only thing I have to say. Because they are harmful. They will. You might not think it will harm you today or tomorrow, but it will harm you in a few weeks to come, or in a few months to come, in a year or two. It will cause damage to your lungs, and this is the thing. I would say. You can always get one of these again. And that's open. But you can't get another lung. You can't physically buy another lung. You can't just get that off the street, another lung, and put your lung into your, where the other lung was absolutely torn to bits. It just can't be done. But yeah, just saying that straight to people, just stay away from them. So that I wouldn't be saying if this was if it wouldn't, like I know myself, I went up on it. Well, 3 pages, it took me nearly an hour to read the 3 pages because that's how carefully I was reading and going through it. Then it's not safe. It's just not safe. And it's very, very dangerous. And I just say to young people especially, stay away from this. Please just stay away. Your health's more precious than any high or whatever they'll call it. Your health and your well-being is more important than you're putting that at risk, and simple as that. Thank you. And be safe.